Empty at the clip. Leti the barber. Empty at the clip. Edie the butcher. Empty at the clip. Kaisar. Long story short. Empty at the clip. Empty at the clip. Empty at the clip. Opinions in one shot, no retractions. Empty at the clip. Empty at the clip. Opinions in one shot, no retractions. Empty at the clip.
Alright, welcome to another episode of the EOTC podcast, the Empty Out the Clip. It's your boy Let's Ace of Phase coming to you from the murder capital of NZ, the heartbeat of West Auckland. Joining me today, got two of the WesWes Network's finest gentlemen, all the way from Mr. International. It's been a minute. First pod for 2026. Welcome also Chucky Blue and the man who needs no introduction, man. The man with the silkiest ninja knife skills in all of butchery and the heaviest hands of West Auckland boxing, man. Get up for the butcher, Edie. Malose for also.
Yo, malose for usos.
Chucky, man, you know the drill. We'll go your way, Chucky. Start from some shout-outs, skills.
Yes, brothers. Shit, it's been a while, so shout out to you guys. Good to saw yous, good to see yous, good to be seen. So good to be back to have a chat, see what's up before this local gossip over there back home in NZ. So shout out to the Also Jacks as well. Hard luck, buddy. Come up a little bit short on that 100k, but yeah, and shout out to the rest of those goons over there in the 1 minute scraps. So yeah, shout out to all you guys. But like I said, the Also Jacks, hard luck, buddy. Next time, mate. Shout out to Big Sid as well, and also a big shout out to the Pacific Justice crew for their march to Parliament the other day. Yeah, so a big shout out to you and the team for the petition to be put forward. So and shout out lastly, yeah, just to the boys in the push bike crew, and yeah, getting those nice shiny rims, you know, for the next ride. So yeah, and look forward to our families as well. That's me, brother.
Nice. Yeah, my usual shout out to the LST brothers, Mainga, Westside Fitness, boxing crew. Special shout out to the Bailey family. Their nana celebrated 75 years. Happy birthday, auntie. And also shout out to also Sam. I was with him the other night, so had a bit of good chat. You know, always check on your usos. Shout out to Peter and Vaughan. I haven't seen them in a while, so might be due for another catch up soon. Seki.
Shout outs. My first one is condolences to the Bossa family for the second loss of one of their boys. Shout outs to the cousins. Hello, ki te ka inga hana no te nei vai teimi. Ke pui lava te atua ki tau ka inga. Yeah, very sad to hear the news of the passing of my cousin Maoni. Yeah, there's one historian of the family who knows the ngafa and knows how everyone's related and all that. He was the bro, so pretty sad to hear of his passing this week, during the week. But yeah, my love and thoughts with his parents. Happy belated birthday to the bros Pam Sapman and Daryl Stevens. So my also was supposed to catch up with this weekend up at Long Bay, but weather was telling us otherwise. So yeah, hope you guys managed to have a few beers during this weekend. Another shout out to the Walking Club. Shout out to the bro of Leti who made it down to West Wave yesterday. We managed to get some K's in the pool while enjoying the R&R and a few laughs. My last shout outs to all the viewers and to the listeners, all taking time out of their day just to listen to us, Lace and Pod. Doesn't go unnoticed, but yeah, that wraps up my shout outs. Seki. So you can catch more of our content on our webpage, www.weswesnet.com. Also find our YouTube channel, just a Cams uploads each week. We also have two neighbouring brother channels, our sports channel, and on that channel you can find our 135 and our footy show and Producer Cam's self-titled podcast. You can also see our movie and review, our movie film and reviews channel as well. There we can hear the latest gossip on reviews on the latest streaming network, whatever's hottest and pretty much what is latest and drops at the cinemas. So yeah, give us a follow, subscribe, and share for our brothers on our network. This podcast is proudly brought to you by the WesWes Network, where we give our Pacific point of view and one shot, no retraction. But yeah, this is gonna be a good one, gentlemen. With the return of the 50K over here, Mr. International, and also it's been a minute, man. So we won't be rushing through this part because at least we can actually fill in the time lapse for all you loyal listeners. But yeah, that wraps up the rest of our housekeeping. Seki, man, we'll chuck it over to you, Chucky, bro. How's the week been? How's your R&R been? I'm pretty jealous of your posts. What's been on?
I don't know. Yeah. Just like I said, just been busy on the grind and worked right through the holidays. So still working now. So yeah, it is what it is. I mean, yeah, got to see a few places I hadn't seen before, like Port Villa. Went up there to Port Villa for about a week, a little bit over a week. Yeah, pretty badass over there. So, and a good experience, humbling experience, I should say. So, yeah, and then checked out UFC 325 over in Sydney, and then Bank Arena, UFC Sydney. So that was a big buzz too. Going out there, catching up with the lads down there too. So that was a good experience there. But man, hopefully one day get to experience that UFC Vegas, right? Yeah, straight after that, go to the Pokings, right? Play a little bit of blackjack, yeah, sharks, eh? Gotta live it up, eh? You know. So yeah, just being busy in that area, and then just got this week and next week to chill, and then off to Perth. So yeah, at the end of the month. So yeah, but yeah, it's good, bro. Pretty exhausting. Other than that, man, shucks, man, a lot has changed, with travel, boys. So yeah, how about that, I don't know if you guys experienced those scan machines as you go through customs. Yeah, I had to walk in there like 3 times and scan back out. Oh, come back in again. I said, this guy. Oh, she was a female actually. Yeah, flipping annoying, eh? So yeah. Anyway, a lot has changed, and yeah, everything's good, bro. Yeah, can't complain. God is good.
Nice.
But you, Ed, how's your week been also?
My week's been simple this week. Yeah, just working. Yeah, just work. I did spend a little bit of time with my niece Friday, Avery. Just playing around with her. She's not really like used to me or laka to me. She's more close to my sister, my younger sister. So it's kind of cool that I actually got some time to spend with her. Yeah, it's pretty precious. And then Saturday night, also Sam messaged me, said you keen to go for a feed. So I was like, yo. So yeah, we went out to that Burger, tried that out. And we just chilled for a little bit, had a little chat, and then yeah. This morning family wanted a barbecue, so I cooked up quick barbecue this morning, just some chicken wings, and I did a luau in the oven. So it's basically like a lasagna style. Yeah. So I just did that, and so I think I can still hear them eating the food now. So I'm hoping after this podcast there might be a plate for me, but there's no guarantees. But I rather see my family full before I have something to eat there. But yeah, Siki.
Nice, bro. Oh man, finally, I'm a father of 6 now. Baby came one of those rush C-sections on Tuesday afternoon. I was literally walking out the door to go to work. Mrs. gave me a call. You need to be here. They're taking me to theater. Yeah, pretty scary.
Congratulations,
stuff
brother.
that we're not used to. Chismos. Yeah, just foreign, because my wife usually pumps them out like within the hour, a couple of hours, and we're back home. But yeah, it was sort of nice to just be up at the hospital, just looking through the incubator now. Baby's quite early, like she's 2 weeks early, so I don't think there'll be she's actually almost four weeks early, so yeah, surprisingly she's doing okay. She's breathing on her own in the incubator, and that it's foreign to us because we're all here, we're all home, so just around the clock at the moment. Me and my wife are both sick, so we're not allowed to go up there and hold baby. Pretty much told each other through the toughness of parenting, like, fuck, if you're mighty, just stay away, man. Like, not gonna try and buy into she needs affection and stuff. She's probably too small to understand any of it. But now it's feels different, eh? Feels different not being able to be with her, like, you know, as much as trying to look after ourselves as well. Yeah, grateful for a good boss, bro. Shout out to my host, man. He's just always got me, man. And I know I don't want to disappoint him. You know, when someone gets you a job and you know them personally, you don't want to let them down. But the bro's been real good, man. It's been real comforting and just saying, so take the time you need. By the time I'll be back at work Tuesday night, yeah, there's nothing much I can do apart from just sit up there and be a fly on the wall, which is pretty much a wasted day. But no, apart from that, week's been good. Grateful to go for a walk with the bro off Leti on Saturday morning, bro. Like just trying to hold that routine of still getting up and going to a volley. Yeah, we could do some long Ks, but I think just the mental stress of just not being able to do anything for baby at the moment and just trying to be yeah, you know, just be supportive of my partner and my wife. But nah, it's been good, man. It's been good. We haven't named her yet. Surprisingly, I got a baby girl, man. Here's me thinking I had a son coming. So happy for another ticket to the NRL, but
Nice,
I guess
man,
we'll just take
nice.
a basketball scholarship to the USA. We'll do. But yeah, man, just haven't been thinking about names, restoring names, bringing names back from, you know, the two generations up above
Yeah.
me. So yeah, just in the process of trying to name baby at the moment. But other than that, man, good to be alive and good to be flexing on
Chucky-
here, bro. It's been
Chucky Pink.
been a minute since we United boys.
Yo, Malo, so congrats, Zeus.
Yeah,
Cheers, my
congratulations, brother.
boys. But man, we won't hold the fort anymore, man. Let's get them for some 10 for 10, bro. You gotta be flexing your team, because I did see the chat blowing up, and bro, the more cats keep talking about our Blues, I was like, "Fang on what?" You know, it's like shit, man. My cousin already passed away. Now we're hearing about the Blues being Gaia. But Chucky, what about them Pacifica, the Mono Pacifica boys? You happy with the first
Yeah, man,
game of the
happy with
season?
that
Also,
one,
you
man.
think it's too early
Yeah.
to speak.
Oh, far too early, but hey, any good win for Moana is a good start, mate. So yeah, good, you know, good kickoff for them. So you know, and if anything, you know, they're always coming in as underdogs, so I'll always support the underdogs, brother. And then on top of that, Auckland as well. So yeah, it is what it is, man. So yeah, it's good to see, good to see the season, good to see footy back on again, and you know, I'm sure there's a lot of guys out there basking to watch a bit of footy again, eh? You know, give their good balance back into their mental mindset again, eh? Yeah.
What did you capture over the weekend now, Eddie? What game
Oh,
stood out for
man.
you?
I think the two games that stood out for me is the Crusaders botting it and not putting their strongest team on the field. They put some of the All Blacks on the bench, and they thought that they could win in the second half. But Highlanders proved them wrong, man. The underdog came and clutched it. Also, shout out to Scotland, who beat England. England's probably one of the front runner teams. Scotland's always been the poorer cousin. And nah, man, they stood up on all toes. Shout out to Tuipulotu and the boys that are playing over there. So, well done. Excellent. And I see Ireland struggling to beat Italy. So either Ireland's like on the rebuilding phase, or Italy has been on the up, because Italy beat Scotland last week, and only just to lose by a few points this week. They must be building something in Italy, man. So those will be my highlights for the weekend of sport. Seki.
Me.
Seki. But you, Chucky, did you manage to catch any of the other games, or did you just browse through the
Oh,
highlights?
probably just the Manly and Warriors, yeah, just the preseason starts as well. So yeah, that was about it. But yeah, like I said, there's really just managed to take a bit of a chill time for the next few weeks. So I'll most definitely be catching up on a lot of footy. So yeah.
Nice.
Nice. Seki, man. We get into our first topic, eh? As Chucky mentioned in his shoutouts, the Pacific Justice petition they got put forward to Winston Peters, and we touched on it briefly last weekend. But just wanted to know if you guys were following. But I had a little cousin who was actually him and his wife were part of that crew. They went down and did a lot of fundraising to get them down there. They took a busload down to Wellington. They were only there for the day. I knew, and I had sorted via his connections down in Wellington about the show out for this position and what it really means for Pacifica people, apart from those who hold New Zealand passports, what it is to come into New Zealand just as a visitor and all the red tape that goes with it. But yeah, man, I'll give them a round of applause for the work that they've done and pushed through to get this petition and actually signed. They had a target of about 45,000, and just from tuning in on the radio, they had more than 55,000 people sign this petition and hand it over.
Wow.
And that's amazing work, man, in the short space of time that they had put this forward. And hopefully, Mr. Wilson Peters is listening. He did say, our cousins of the Pacific, we got to look out for our cousins in the Pacific. And an emergency when someone's on their deathbed is not good enough when it's weeks to apply for a visa. We're talking hours. So whether that man's can put it through and they can take it to a second hearing would be the good news that we want to hear. But yeah, checking it over to you, Eddie. Did you manage to follow up any of that stuff that was being posted?
Yeah, I had a quick read through it. It's basically they want the visa on arrival for Polynesian countries. The ones they mentioned was Fiji, Samoa, Solomon Islands, Tonga, Tuvalu, and Vanuatu. So, no, it's a no-brainer. 3-month visitor visa is perfect, especially when you're on the go. But we seem to be stuck with these criteria that we have to meet, including like if we can support ourselves when we're here visiting, and other things, factors that key into gaining the visa. But then I looked at like visa-free countries that only have to apply for the New Zealand Electronic Travel Authority online. There's some random countries, bro, that get better treatment than the Pacific Islands. Andorra, Estonia, Latvia, Norway, San Marino, Mexico, Qatar, Brunei. Why do these guys get special rights and we don't, and we're just next door? You know, there's a slight hindrance of injustice here, and yet, you know, the Polynesian communities in New Zealand and Australia contribute a lot to the economy, to sports, to entertainment, to everything. So it's definitely an issue that's kind of been under the radar for a while, and just want to make a special shout out to Anai and his team for bringing it to light. Seki.
Yeah, these visas, they're well overdue, especially when it comes to our Polynesian countries. But yeah, like also was saying, those sort of countries as well, like Hungary, Iceland, Germany, France, Finland, Denmark, and all that, Czech Republic. I mean, I think there's like something like 60 countries in total that I have guaranteed. They're called visa waivers. So as soon as they turn up, man, they're instantly on the visa waiver, which is these countries, 60 countries in total. They're entitled to these visa waivers as soon as they come down on site, which is guaranteed 3 months automatically. So yeah, so based on Samoa and Tonga, Tuvalu and all that, I mean Fiji as well. I mean, well overdue for our end, because we have contributed big time when it comes to migrating here, and then you know, filling in those jobs that the Kiwis didn't want those days. But I think a lot of it has to do with a high demand of skill work as well. That's why they got these visa waivers as well, because it's still unfair, because we still have a process of we can apply 3 months and for our Pacific Island countries, but then it's more so like for seasonal work, right, or scholarships or sponsorships. Those are still the red flags that, well, there's still the immigration tape that we need to go through, and it's not an easy process as well. So the process starts from back at home, and then it takes about a few weeks before they can get it cleared. You know, they got to have all the documentations all in order before they give the big tick comes in and say, "Oh, you guys can come over now," which is bullshit, because all those waiver visa countries can just turn up and automatically Digitally can apply for that 3-month guaranteed. So yeah, so it's got to do with trade and economy and skilled workers, right? That's the whole reason why there's 60 countries in total that are guaranteed those waivers. But it's funny, yeah, I had a chat about that with because I've been following this for quite some time now. Because I got family that I bring over, go through the process all the time. I pay for them to come over just to just do some work, get them to working on my end as well, and back and forth. So it's not an easy process. It costs us a lot of money. But I had a chat with one of the boys. He's Māori, and yeah, hey, look, when we're on the table, he said it straight. He said, hey, look, all you Pacific Islanders are lucky. Yeah, you raised here, whatever. You came here, migrated here, la da da da. But he's saying that you guys got a home to go to. For Māori, this is their home, right? This is their home. Aotearoa is their home. So I said, so what's your point? And he said that he's saying that for these countries that are coming over, right? And they all got the waiver for 3 months. The fact of the matter is they can extend it, and then the process they can go through to PR, a residency, and then later on citizenship, right? He's saying that they should cut all that shit down, make them do their 3 months, and then they can piss off home. That's it, full stop. They did their part to be a skilled worker here. Whatever the contract is, after the contract's finished, and then send them back home. He was quite touchy on the subject, though. Polynesians, he's saying, man, we've got a home to go to. For Māori, this is our home. And then for everybody else on those visas, let them come here and work, help contribute to the country's economy, and then let them send them off home. That's the problem that he has. So I told him straight. I said, bro, at the end of the day, like every other day, man, you guys are pretty much effed up. Why? Because Māori's outvoted in the government house every day, every year, every election. So you need Pacific Islanders because our votes has more value to support Māori as well. The only problem is, in my opinion, Māori don't support Pacific Islanders when it comes to the voting table. How about them apples?
No, very valid, very valid. I think one point I wanted to take from that, for the PIs applying for visas, right? And you can pay all that money, and that doesn't even guarantee that you've got an acceptance to come and travel. You know what I mean? So I hear it from Filipinos when they've said that they've tried to apply for visas and they come in under the skilled section, but then there's the lump sum of money that they gotta pay up front. There's no such thing as a slow pay or after pay and all that shit. Yeah, it's a bit worrying, eh? I think it's good that
That's a lot of money.
Nyan that have bought it.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah,
That's up to 20.
bro, that's
That's up
huge
to
amount of
20
money.
to 30,000. I mean, some of my Filipino brothers. That's a good point too. That's a good point.
It's worrying to see, like, if they come here, right, and then it's not guaranteed work. That's the thing that what bothers me, is that not guaranteed work. But what Anaya's point was is that the fact that they bought us people here back in the 50s to do the jobs that no one else, not even the Maoris, wanted to do. So it's funny that your friend has a big bitch about it, saying that you guys have got a place to go back to. It's not our fault that your own people in this land, they want to get along. They don't even this year. The disrespect of the people dancing, random iwis dancing in front of the chief. Man, once the Māoris can sort out their stuff, maybe they might have a easier point of view, or like a better understanding. Because like history needs to be learnt, man. Winston Peters said it when he was up at Waitangi. You can't forget your history. But for us right at the moment with this Pacific Justice, when he's the key to getting us a second reading. So get him on side, man. You got to play the games, man. When he's been playing it for years, bro. He might go another term where he might be elected. New Zealand First might be the vote for us. As long as it's not a national vote, I'm all good, man. Loyalty is always going to be at Labour's. We're always going to vote red, man. And especially for people who need, who are sort of like not heard. I mean, you can see the issues with National and all their rubbish that they're throwing around now, and you can just see the change. This is the first time we've seen a PM go up to Waitangi. So now I'm glad that there's one key that came out of post Waitangi was this petition being sent up to the front door and greeted on the steps by Uncle Winnie, and yeah, just the amount of signatures and the show for the support of it is awesome, mate. Awesome to see.
The High Chief,
Suki
eh?
brothers.
High Chief, eh?
Yeah, High Chief. I don't know how to pronounce his name because then your mate might be mad that we're claiming him as one of our own. So
We'll claim them. We'll claim them all.
Topic 2, bro. We've got and this is one posted. So he's obviously an in-gear guy. A team of investigators are following the trace of millions unpaid debts following the Indian flipping kings. This is New Zealand. It's called the New Zealand Network Collapse. The authorities have intensified the investigation into the Hills real estate and its director, a Fijian Indian, Raquel Prakesh. Following the collapse of the Indian flipping kings, New Zealand's property investment network, liquidators are now working to untangle the complex web of financial transactions across multiple interconnected entities. So, in short, it's like when you open up a business and then you keep the same location, same business, and you change the name and you carry on trading and you just keep doing it over and over and over. Dodge the tax man. But obviously, this crowd got to $13.6 million of unclaimed GST and unregistered transactions, man. That's smart, bro. That's smart. I think they just got caught up. Fourth, bro. Let's go, Eddie.
Yo, man, 30.7 million on GST and other taxes that they avoided. So that's crazy. But like, how did it get to that point? Were there no auditors? Were there no like checks going into it? Like, yeah. And man, like, you're talking about people adding stress to the cost of living and also the housing market. Man, this is one of those guys, man. This can actually come under the Puking of the week. Even shots fired doesn't all go to this guy, man. This guy's taking Mr. Prakesh. You're taking everything. But yeah, that's crazy. I'm crazy he didn't ask me to join.
Yeah.
No. But hey, you're stealing not only from the government but from taxpayers. So pay up, man, because that 13.7 million on tax, man, that'll be a big help for the cost of living. Sick.
Damn. Don't worry, brother. I got his number. Give him a call for all of us. Hey, yeah, keep doing what you're doing, Mr. Pukesh. Hey, I got you. Don't worry, brother.
Pukesh.
Yeah, nah, man. Hey, it is what it is, man. It's not the first or the last, you know. So, Sharks, he's what is he, Indian? Eh? What nationality? Is he?
Fijian
Indian.
Fijian Indian. Yeah.
Oh well, hey, bulla. And then as for the other half of the Indian, mate, you scammer. You big scammer, mate. Never leaves you, mate. Hey, look after yourself, buddy. I'm coming for you, mate. Let's have a coffee. Give me a call. Yeah, no, I didn't catch that one, but I did read a little bit on the highlights. So yeah, crazy. Yeah, how could it not be recorded? How could the tax department not even pick it up that early? But hey, they've outsmarted the New Zealand taxpayer. They've outsmarted the New Zealand inland revenue, the system, or whatever, how it goes, mate. So sucks, man. But like I said, mate, those sort of guys I'm looking for, mate. Give me a call. Yeah, buddy, that's me, man.
Sick.
I gotta say, man, I'm wondering if this guy had the same accountant as Brian Tamaki, because something as simple as a slip up of, like when an entity goes from charitable trust and just no longer is registered on their most recent register, something as simple as that would have been the red flag for them to be like, hold on, that doesn't exist anymore. Hold on, the payment literally went through into the account. So, God or fire, man. But bro, that's a good sum of money, bro. Like, imagine what you could have done. That's the rolling to work in a Bugatti every day, literally for like the whole year, and a different one every one, and then running it off and say, nah, you know what? It needs new tires. Actually, we need a whole new car, new one for the next month. So obviously they did well as long as they did before they got caught. But then again, man, you sitting on your hands, you slip. Yeah, I'll it.
Yeah, that's it, eh?
Using
And
gold leaf to wipe your moody, man.
that's it. And
Gold room toilet ones.
it's guys like that that's gonna spoil the system of well, of the currency of dollar soon. You know what I mean? Because the currency of dollar is dropping every year, and it's because of stuff like that. You know what I mean? So the banks don't like it. Why? Because the banks, they want control of everything. So that is why digital currency, man, watch out, because it's coming.
I swear, if this Prakesh guy came on that 3-month visa, suddenly, nah, man.
Probably, yeah.
Second boys, comments corner. What do you got for us, Eddie?
Comments Corner, Oliveira said that the state of origin would be good for Polynesian families to experience, especially those that can't afford to travel over to Australia to experience the full vibe of state of origin. So that's a fair point. Yeah, maybe if we hosted every 3 years, I don't know, but yeah, like I said before, it would be nice if we had like the whole what you call a magic round, like a New Zealand round or something, played over here. That'd be awesome. But yeah, I want to ask our viewers. I want their. Well, we just had Valentine's Day, so I want the top 3 songs that remind you of Valentine's Day. So just pop that in the chat, and I'll review it and make a playlist next week. Seki.
Nice, bro. Seki, man, we'll get into some quick opinions, and we're starting with the one that you posted, Kaisar. So give you a minute each. Just give us your most brief and then straight to the point explanations. But lady walks out of Pese, gets caught with unpaid trolley and then approached by a wicker, and then she bores the shit out of him, and then he retaliates with a triple threat slap back. Opinions, bro. Valid or not valid? Give me your thoughts. Let's get Chucky.
Yeah, man. Like they say, to every action, there's a reaction. So I think the female wasn't expecting that reaction. So it's a fact of life. To every action, there's a reaction. So in her case, she got 2 or 3 reactions. So was it valid? I think the guy reacted in a more of embarrassing way. To be honest, I think that's where that reaction came from. So probably 60-40 on the guy for reacting that way. But you can tell because he put a couple of more slaps in there. So those extra slaps were more so embarrassing. Yeah, he was embarrassed. You know what I mean? That was that reaction. Yeah, the first slap would have been all right because that would have been a normal reaction. But the other 2 was clearly because he was embarrassed. But hey, as Polynesians, we know that's a no-no for us. That's a big no-no for us. But and then in the situation that they were in and the female doing that, yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, shucks. It is what it is. And it was what it was, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, my quick opinion is, you play silly games, you get stupid prizes. If you're willing to assault someone, we live in a world where women are really after equal rights. So this is an equal right. You harm someone, they harm you back. But from a traditional point of view, you shouldn't lay your hands on a woman, especially in Polynesian culture. Even though it does happen quite a bit with domestic violence and stuff, like we're taught not to do it. So yeah. I like Chucky what he said. The first slap justified. The other 2 was just the add-ons, the DLCs. So yeah, sick.
Nice, boys. Second one is I don't know. We've spoken about this Hamiora guy. He does the custom designs. He did do a custom pair of jandals for The Rock. The Rock then reached out to him to do a custom ukulele piece for his mother. Just your guys' opinions, like the explanations of his patterns, man. Do you reckon someone needs to sort that out, or go on, Chucky? I know you had a good explanation on what you thought about it last time we spoke about it.
Yeah, I mean, I think the last time I commented on his jandals were, shucks, you can buy a pair of those from the warehouse, go over to Bunnings and grab the burner machine, and then do it yourself sort of thing. But I think he's getting top dollar for something that only cost about, what, $12 all up together in total. So, but now he's doing ukuleles, eh? Shit, that's pretty badass. I mean, he had his own opinions, and his own twist storylines, to the patterns itself, right? So I think Hey man, don't change what's not broken, my man. You know, stick to the stories because it's those stories that need to be passed on to our next generations, man. You start changing the stories, man. They start telling porkies later on down the track. You know what I mean? Hey, they start buckling and then they start talking shit and then start infusing the colonization sort of culture. You know, and then it's lost, man, forever, forever. Yeah, that's my opinion anyway.
Jaryd, what's your understanding on that?
He's diluting the original meaning of the patterns with his own interpretations. I think if he's gonna do his interpretations, he needs to state that. He's like, in my honest view or my honest opinion, this means this means that. Fair enough, but the original meanings are all there in books across all Polynesia. I will give him this. At least he's putting like Polynesians on the map. With the publicity he's getting. But at the same time, if you're gonna do something culturally, you have to show the respect and wharoalo. Seki.
I suppose. Yeah, I want to say this guy needs to stop. He needs to stop, man. We saw how The Rock did their haka in one of his movies, and there was a whole lot of backlash. And because he's Samoan, but he was doing like a Māori haka, that there was a lot of Māoris complaining about it, right? Now this guy, he claims to be Māori. Now he's using a lot of Samoan patterns, but then he's using the Pacifica patterns and then adding his twist to it, which I don't like. And like Chucky says, man, he can't be playing with that stuff, man. Because now, say 2-3 generations from now, and that ukulele's still around. Now those poor kids, you go and try and explain, oh, this is what that guy said about this. It's a whole lot of plastic bullshit, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm not a big fan of it, man. And I almost want to start complaining and start hating on his page, but knowing social media and the way it blows up. But I think it does need to be heard, man. Like, this guy needs to quit it, man. If you got your own sort of patterns in your head, you shouldn't be looking through Moana pictures and like looking through the cartoons to draw up your designs, man. Especially when he lost me when he said these 2 waves and they were Māori waves, and he said we're where the great chief Peter Maivia. When he started saying shit like that, it's like, don't be doing that, brother. You're just making up your own shit now. But yeah, appreciate your hustle, bro. But nah, just don't do it with the culture, bro. That's just wrong. Seki. The firefighter caught in camera doing the old fourth gesture as the PM walked away onto a chopper. I don't know if you guys saw it. But do
What do
you
you do?
think...
Just this?
Yeah, as he walked away, literally, he just did that, had a laugh about it. But
Hey.
then Ferns, which is the fire service, said that they were going to investigate it. Now,
Damn.
I don't know whether that's smoke and mirrors over the debacle that happened down at Tauranga. But what do you guys think? Do you reckon it's worthy of a written warning or an investigation from your workplace?
Oh,
Start with you,
man.
Chucky.
Yeah, I didn't see it, man. Eddie, do that action again, brother. Let me have a look one more time, brother. Just one more time, brother. I don't understand what you guys talking about, man.
If it was me, I tell you now, if it was me, I would have did the noose action. You know, I wouldn't have done the force. Like, oh, come on. Nails it down to he must be Pacifica or Māori. I don't know.
I actually spoke to the guy and he said that there's been a lot of flies and they were shaking the spray can, the fly spray. So it wasn't really,
Right.
yeah. Because they cut the video and he was doing the, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So fair enough.
Yeah. Doing those sort of hand gestures, behind the scenes, says a lot, You know, a picture says 1,000 words, right? You know, remember the days of what's that gummer's name? Tuolangi's brother, the one that played for England, when he did the G signs, you know, behind the Prince Charles, you know what I mean? When they took the team photo, you know, over there in the UK. Yeah. So a picture says 1,000 words, man. There's a time to be professional. There's a time to be yourself. You know what I mean? If you want to use those sort of sign languages, man, you know, do it off camera, my man. So yeah. Again, at the end of the day, if his job's on the line, if he gets a written warning, I suppose he deserves it, right? You know.
Second man, got a couple more, just real quick. A secondary school accused of giving overseas kids illegal scholarships. Now, I'm not gonna name the school or name or shame the school, but do you think there's a better way of offering scholarships? Because they obviously got caught out in they're auditing their books. Must be have the same accountant as the Ingia guy.
Damn, what area?
What's your opinions on that?
Don't name
Pakuranga.
don't name the school, but what's the area?
Pakuranga.
Pekaranga.
East
Oh,
Auckland.
enough said, mate. Enough said, mate. Yeah, that sucks, eh? I mean, it's bad enough that the kids are finding it hard just to apply for scholarships on our end. You know what I mean? From South Auckland to West. So it's bad enough they're gonna go through a process to get approved for that shit, and here they are just giving it. But they must be related to that Fijian Indian guy. Hey, Bulabanaka, take it easy, lads. Share the love this way, brother. Share the love. In fact, I think they must be related to even the flipping those guys that are out in Papatoe, man. Before the fraudulent voting system as well. What's going on, brother? Take it easy, man. Share some love to us Polynesians, mate. Yeah.
Share the money.
Yeah. Otherwise, we'll do those hand gestures behind the camera again. Yeah, that sucks, eh? I mean, just randomly giving scholarships out. It's hard enough for our people to get scholarships, mate. So, man, that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. I just pray for our people, that next generation, to get ahead in life, and hopefully they can get through the system and get scholarships. Yeah.
Sick. Yeah, I mean, the two schools that I mentioned, they got a bit of cash. They got a bit of cash, especially with government funding. But I thought the one thing that was interesting is that the students that were linked to these scholarships are also linked to high performance athletes. So these guys were athletes at some sports, or they didn't mention what sport it was. So it's interesting, especially when they had the controversy of certain schools in the first 15 competition who were using money to get players to their school. So I wonder if there's a link here, but I'm not too sure. Sick.
Nice, boys. Okay, just real quick, man. The shortest answer you can, with probably 30 seconds each. In their prime, head to head, Jaryd Hayne or GI? Skid Chucky.
Ooh. Refresh me on GI.
Greg
Inglis.
Inglis.
Oh, okay. Yes. Oh shit. What was the question again? Who was the most spectacular
player in their in their prime.
Shit, that's a hard one, bro. I have to go for GI, to be honest. I have to go for GI. Yeah, Jaryd Hayne a bit more later. Yeah, started picking up his performance, so yeah. GI for me, my man.
Yeah, I mean, Jaryd Hayne did well with the Eels and also with New South Wales. But you can't beat the iconic GI, especially when he scored tries and he did the gecko walk. He crawled on the ground. So that's iconic, man.
Yeah.
And, a guy that size running at that speed, that's crazy. The only other person I can think of before him was probably John Olomu. So, nah, man, he definitely was a standout for me. And he was part of the 8 straight state of origins as well. So, sick.
I'm going to call it a draw, man, because Jaryd's the man. I think without Jaryd, he was the one. He was the player that came in and who disrupted that winning streak. And I think had the salary cap been done a bit better, his worth would have been a lot more. But not taking away from what GI done in the Maroons jersey and at club level. But I just thought, bro, that's a straight tie for me. But I'm just he was biased. Second, man, we'll get into what you've been watching. Start with you, Butch.
Oh man, just watching the Super Rugby highlights, a little bit of NRL highlights, and Six Nations. But the one thing I've been looking at is I've been watching a lot of garden videos lately. Just like because I had a guy recently cut some wood off my plum tree, and I told him to leave the branches there. I'll sort it out myself. So I've been trimming it back with Sibelu and been cutting them in small sections, and I want to use it for my barbecue. So because it's a plum tree, I wonder if you can use it as a smoking wood chip to get those fruity flavors into your barbecue. So been watching some videos of like gardeners that have trimmed their trees and have donated to pit masters. So I've just been watching some of those. So I'm interested to see how it goes. But yeah, that's all I've been watching really. Sick.
Shit. That's nice.
What you
That's a
check?
good tip. Yeah, far out. What I've been watching, a bit of just a bit of Polynesian history in regards to navigations. Yeah, navigation from the east, to the South America and all that. So there's a lot of new studies that have come up, a lot of new evidence that has come up. Man, it's like a massive treasure box, eh? Because obviously Polynesians are the last frontier in that part of the world, of the Pacific, and it's still a mystery. It's still a mystery to where's the beginnings of Polynesia really. You know what I mean? Comes from. Yes, we know what area and locations it comes from, but then yeah, just watching that, it's just educational stuff for me. But then also watching Polynesian myths and legends like the Hawaiian hobbits, as well as the Indonesian hobbits, and then Micronesian hobbits as well. So people that are like stood at 3 foot tall, were apparently the first ones in Hawaii, before the actual Hawaiians came. So that's an out of it story. They got evidence over there in Hawaii on some of their islands, the outer islands with that built up flipping architect and all that shit from those hobbits and that. So that's pretty badass to follow up and have a listen to. What else I've been watching? Yeah, I just checked out 1 Minute Scraps. Yeah, 1 Minute Scraps at 1,000K. Yeah, I'm just wondering how on earth does a guy, make a lineup. Yeah, I posted that on my page, but I forgot his name, nephew. But apparently he played NRL on the upgrades. What is it? Was a B grade before you come up? Anyway, yeah. Shit, I swear, man, that dude was the smallest guy as well as the lightest guy out of the whole lot. I swear that dude was under 90 kgs, man. So, yeah, he got his ass whipped, man. I felt sorry for the dude. Hopefully he's okay. But, hey, man, bro, it's better to sit down, man, and watch the crowd do their thing, sort of thing, eh? But by saying that, 100K, that's what brings out, hey, you know what I mean? Brings out random guys, they're off the couch, man, for 100K. But then be careful, man, because, man, it's not worth 100K, man, if you can't go back home to your family, to your kids and that, my man. So, yeah. That's all I've been watching, boys, man, and just doing a little bit of study. That's it, man. Just trying to better myself,
Sicky, bro. Well, I don't know, because I've been, like, towards the end of the holidays, I was trying to watch movies with my girls. Then they started getting lazy. They started falling asleep. So I started to join my son. So me and my son started watching Top Gun. He's got a thing for 80s movies at the moment. So we're watching Back to the Future and then Top Gun. So I watched Top Gun with him and I just remembered the music because I think back then they always had a lot of, like, there's Take My Breath Away on those pieces, like the main song that's always played through Top Gun. So we watched Maverick the other day. It's funny because I got the screen sharing on my phone, looked up the InfoU HD on my phone, screen shared it and watched Maverick Top Gun. Solid, man. The quality on the sites are pretty good. But yeah, no uninterrupted, no buffering, no ads. One whole like hour and a bit. Only to look over my shoulder, see my side was KO'd, man. I was like, CI. But no, it's a good watch, bro. I was holding my breath on a lot of the turns, especially when you see like, if you can get the 10 Gs, like, that's the force of the impact of the, the speed you're going being pushed into the pilot chair. But bro, when Tom Cruise goes on that thing with Rooster Solid, man, it got me like holding my breath when he's doing the turns. But that's how good the quality is of that how that film's being shot, and just the aerodynamics. Even when they make their way back, with their stolen jet, in my head I was like, they got no communications, and this guy's old school versus a 5th gen fucking airplane. Surely, yeah, bro. Like that's a good film, bro. But anyone comment down below, man, if you think I'm just full of shit, or like if you think like, sorry, this guy hasn't seen a good film in ages. But I remember watching it at the cinema with my wife, and I thought damn, I couldn't help but hold on to the chair every time we were turning, you know. But nah, that's the only thing I've watched, and yeah, nah, nothing much, man. That's probably the only thing worth watching. Seki, man, we got a memory lane, and I thought since it's the 30th year since the Blues won their first ever Super Rugby title, and it's been 30 years Super Rugby, I thought we could share our memory lane would be our most memorable Super Rugby game. Um, yeah, the one that stands out, and I thought I'd go first, but I was watching it up at the Thirsty Rooster. It was my local up here. It's now called the Westside Grill. I was with a few friends. It was a Friday night game, and we were watching this Waikato versus the Auckland Blues. And that game was when Mils Muleaina was still at the Blues. Doug Howlett on one wing. And man, we had a superb backline, man. And that game, Sione Lawaki, rest in peace to him, he scored the winning try, man. It was 20-all. And Wax did the old dummy, drew a couple of guys in, and ran all the way to the try line. But what was funny is that my friend, shout out to Anuru, said, bro, you know what I reckon is going to happen? Wax is going to get that ball. Step, try. This is when the step, try was a yarn. So it was funny, is that step, try, Wax is going to score the winning try. And man, when the game was deadlock and he had come on with that reserve jersey on and he scored that winning try, bro, never forget it, man. Never forget it. And we carried on drinking a few more hours after that. But check it over to you, Chucky. If you can remember a Super Rugby game that stands out in your memory.
Sharks, no, not really, yeah. But there was plenty. There was plenty. That's one of them, though. That's one of them. I think Sharks, that was a badass Auckland team, back then too. I think, I can't really recall, but just you saying that, it's starting to have flashbacks on those matches and those names and those teams, as well as Sam Tuitupo coming into the picture there for Auckland as well, making his debut. I think that was, for me, I think that one was a game changer, or a remembrance there when Sam Tuitupo made his first debut, under the Auckland jersey, because shit, bro, he just ripped it up, like it was like tomorrow wasn't even coming. So I remember his first debut, which was pretty badass, man. Yeah, yeah. He even had a good step on him as well. But a solid little unit, I think he's an old Kelston boy. I think he is. He was old Kelston boy,
Yeah.
Sam Tuitupo. So big ups to him and his brothers as well. I knew his older brothers. We used to play footy, Glenora back in the days. Yeah. But what about those ones? Dropped the name ones, But Sam Tuitupo, bro. When he first made his first debut, will probably be a memory for me.
Jake. I think mine was, it's more, or not too recent, but mine was when the Lions, British Lions came for a tour around New Zealand, and I think it was if I remember, it was a midweek game, Tuesday or Wednesday night.
Wednesday night game.
And Wednesday night, and then I just remember watching it thinking, oh man, the Lions, they put a B team, but it's a decent B team. But man, as soon as the Auckland Blues did a haka, I was like, nah, bro, game on, bro. And we ended up winning with Ihaya West scoring the last try underneath the post. And for me, I messaged my brother back in the UK. I was like, Sale, bro, because his father-in-law is English. Rest in peace to John. He's an old English boy. Played for the English team under 19s back in the day and under 21. So rest in peace, rest in love. So yeah, it was awesome beating the British Lions. And it's just, I don't know, it's just that feeling that we could do anything for the rest of that year and still look back at that game. So yeah, Seki.
Hey, nice, bro.
Nice one, brother.
That's a meaning memory lane. Shows. Food review. The interview got a food review. Eddie. This burger place.
Yo, so I went to a friend of mine invited me out to a place called Burger, which is located in the plaza where Kmart is in Henderson, and the Rebel Sport and all that. And I went there, went in, and it had the kind of like I would say like an American style kind of joint when you walked in. You use the kiosk to order your burgers. So I ordered the Legend Burger. The reason being is I saw it had beetroot and egg in it, and for me that's a classic Kiwi combination for a burger. So I ordered that. The bro ordered the Western Burger, which had like onion rings and stuff in it, and we also ordered a box. They call it a snack box or something like that. And basically, it's 4 large pieces of like chicken tendons. They're boneless. They've been deep fried, kind of like the Korean style karage, with their own in-house sauce. And it came with 2 slices of toast. I thought it was like cornbread, but it was just like really nice garlic toasted bread. So yeah, had that. Man, it was awesome, eh? But the only thing I'll say is it's a little bit gonka. Like for those items it was close to $50, and in this day and age, I can't really justify $50 just for a meal, eh? So food's definitely good. But yeah, it's just the quality of the price of it was a little bit of a drawback. So I definitely give it a. I mean, yeah, it's hard to judge because if it was taste wise, man, I'll put it up there with like 3.8, close to 4 out of 5. It's definitely on par with like Murder Burger and Burger Fuel, that kind of range. But in this day and age with the price of living and stuff, it's one of few enjoyable moments because the cost is pretty high. But yeah, Seki, that's my food review.
It made me hungry now. I'm gonna get a reburger. I'm gonna borrow some money from my daughter, actually. Don't worry. You pay your board late next week.
Mind you, for $50, that's the average.
Seki, man, we'll play our Fia Poko of the weeks. Producer Cam's, you able to play our features, please?
Oiga, señor, ¿qué está haciendo?
This here, when you go to grab a self-service bread bin, and they've got a little hole in the press for you to open the door. Can't make this shit up, man. Someone's actually trying to grab it out through the hole instead of just open it up with the tongs.
Damn.
You can tell that guy was belly as a kid, mate.
It's crazy.
Now that's here. I've been watching these guys, the current place. Now, this guy's trying to tell you how to best way to eat one of these, and these are the juicies. Probably known back in school, you buy a juicy. It was just a frozen piece of juice and a bit of plastic. But what he does next, bro, I just shake my head, man.
Once you've turned your eyes one side, flip it to the other side. And of course, this is how you open one.
Now, I love the content this guy pushes out, man. But that there, when you have to him bashing the plastic with the
Bring it on, JC.
hammer,
You send us in, we'll eat them all.
I just wanted to tell him to put his hand under there. Because I actually started typing it out. Put your hand there and smack your hands, bro. It's not how you eat a juicy, bro. Just bite the corner and suck. That's what you gotta do. Bah, lang you say. Now this one here, bro. While the pastors have been in the news about this blessing, their new Bugatti, or this blessing, the Faifeals swearing at one of his congregation. But this guy, I don't know what he's up to, G. It's like I've been saying the last few weeks, me, all he say.
Você precisa de abraço, beijo, todo mal vai sair agora, venha. Receba.
Yo,
Aleluia, Jesus.
This is called Tawa Minister Meets Pastor. I don't know. Is it a Tawa Pastor Minister? I don't know. What the frick was that?
Hey.
Explain. Somewhere in an island in the Pacific or somewhere in the island in Africa. I don't know. No words, man. No words. And the last one, the panel's pretty shocked. Who's posting these on our page, man? I don't know.
the man got some sugar.
Me, this my boy. Now this here, this says bloody Fia Poko all over it, man. I don't know if she's Tongan or she's Tongan.
Very white.
It is Moana.
Yeah, but she's not. She has to be black.
Now, baby girl's not stupid, and she's seen that Moana is not the same color as the Moana on the cartoon.
The hair.
Now, the fact that mom's trying to justify that's her, yeah, she's just like her, but she's white. Mama, wale lang man.
Long as I can remember, never
No, baby's not
really
stupid.
knowing why.
She was saying she's white.
That's what she is. Black, like me.
You forgot.
She looks like the girl we saw today.
No, she's black.
No.
She's black. Look, see? You see she's black?
She's gonna be a
You
doctor
saw-
or a
you
lawyer
see
one day,
that?
man. You ain't fooling anyone.
Everyone's white. But they have the same clothes.
Check it over to you guys, man. You guys can pick out Fia Poko of the week.
I've got see Moana. Nah, the bread got me. The bread got me, bro. Just trying to get.
But he was playing one of those machines, eh? One of those claw machines with the tongues.
You clearly see, like, if you get the bread, the tongues are going to be open, so you can't get it out.
Yeah.
Bro.
It's crazy, eh?
Did you pick one, Kaisar?
Just a question. How was he supposed to get the bread out?
So that round hole thing was like the where
handle.
you put your hand in to
Yeah.
move the screen.
Yeah.
But it was just
Oh,
big.
okay, to
that's
move the
why
screen up.
It's
Oh,
just
yeah,
confusing,
shit.
but yeah.
Yeah. Damn. That's
To
crazy,
slide the
eh?
door open. Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah, for me, I'll have to go with Fefe Al, man, just helping himself to a little bit of brown sugar. So yeah. Yeah, the man had a plan. You can clearly see, mate.
Bless
He had
you.
a plan, man. Yeah. That was a fast one, man. I give it up for you, uncle. You got the tricks.
I'm gonna call it a draw, man. I'm gonna call it a draw. That Filipino, he has to be Filipino, bro, because I've never seen that shit. But I can imagine it was Filipino. Like, open it. Some Tonga guys, shh, Shana, open it. He's freaking open the tongs, and he's trying to finger through the hole. I'm already angry at him because I'm like, hurry up, man. It's only 5 minutes for the lunch. And he's standing there trying to open it. So, how did this minister guy? Not to forgot where you were. What the hell?
Yeah, he knew what he was doing, man.
Man, that's a two-way draw right there.
Man's kissing the demons away.
Who's posting these on our page, man? I'll say, shit. Change your algorithm, man. Sonny. There's the WesWes Network 2-week tie for 2026. Totally. Okay, boys. We've got a Hacks of Life. Be able to play that, Cams. And that's from, I think it's the opinion of coaches and parents. Coaches who had never played the game before, or the parents who never played the sport before, and it's their opinions. But I thought this would be a good one for us to share, you know?
When I coached, I've coached the sons of guys that played on national teams, on guys that played at a World Cup, right? And they were my best parents. I would go up to them and say, "Hey, what do you think? How do you think I coached today? Oh, you're doing great, coach. Keep doing what you're doing," because they understood it's a process.
Yeah.
It's not about that one practice. It's not about that one game. They knew that as long as you're doing the right things and you're coaching the right things, the kids are going to learn from it. But it's some of these parents that they never played the sport. Those are the worst. Not because, they never played the sport, but they don't understand. They've never been in the shoes of their kids, and they become these helicopter parents that they think, oh, what's it called? The squeaky wheel gets the grease, right?
Yeah.
I got to go talk to the coach. I got to talk to the parents. I got to rattle them up because they're not playing my son. Instead of understanding what's happening, there's a reason your son is not, or your daughter is not getting the minutes that you want them to.
It's a bit of 5 cents, man. Do you think to these parents that are doing the helicopter things with their kids, man, if your kid's like mud, Should they be telling the truth, or should we be just saying to them, "Oh, I don't know," because I think John Hawari says it perfect, man. Don't waste my gas. We'll start with you, Chucky. Some advice for these helicopter parents out there who never played the sport or a sport.
Yeah, so true. Yeah, probably in my opinion, my advice is to follow the process. Everything has a process, man. There's no way you can achieve a goal without a process. It's all good to have the goal. You can always change the plan, but never change the goal. In order for that to happen, you must follow the process. So regardless, man, relax. Let the coaches that know the game, let them draw the process, man, because that's what it takes in order to achieve, especially when it's a team effort, Yeah, man, I think parents just need to sit back, relax, and just support. That's where your kids will need it the most, is the support when they see you and the support afterwards as well. But when it comes to the game, if you don't know the game, man, take a seat and enjoy the view, enjoy the process. Yeah, it's like planting a seed. You know what I mean? It's like you go to a plantation, you plant the seed, man. You just watch the flower grow, man. It takes a process, right? You F up that process, man. That seed's not gonna grow. Now that's a waste of petrol.
Nice,
How about that, man, pause, buddy? Yeah.
Yeah, full, yeah, agree with that. I think especially when it comes to team sport, you gotta rely on your coach, who knows what he's doing, or he should know what he's doing. And if you're unhappy with anything, please, like, they need to talk to their child first. Hey, are you happy starting off the bench? Are you happy with the way that, and if the kid's happy, leave it. If the kid's like, oh, I don't know if this is for me, blah blah, then you can change it. You know what I mean? But yeah, like when I was playing rugby, man, my mum wouldn't even come to watch my games because she doesn't like me getting smashed, and that was the whole part of the process. Especially with team sports. I think team sports, you bleed in the trenches with your brothers, and some of those rugby players that you play with end up being your boys for life because you've shared the trauma of conquering like certain things when you play for a team, and it didn't, from 1 all the way up to 22, we're all important, from the starting 15 to the bench players. Everyone has a role, everyone has a job to do, and you just gotta trust the process of the coach. Yeah. Seki.
Nice, gentlemen. Nah. So talk to you both on that one, bro. Seki. Best of the week, bro. You gotta give us your jam, bro. What's been amping you this whole week, bro? If I can go first, man. And this one's the Ed Sheeran, a little more. I don't know if you've heard it, man, but when you feel like, man, you just need to hear something, you gotta listen to that jam, bro, because that is fire, man. That's like a 5 out of 5 stars. If you come to the barber shop and you get a haircut, you hear that song, Solid, you're gonna have a good night. Straight up. But you, Butch, what's your best for the week?
My best for the week is by a Polynesian group called ART or Art. It's 3 Polynesian women, Anastasia, Rosetta, and I think Teresa. And they did a cover of the song Rain by SWV. So I've been playing that a lot lately, yeah. Just, I don't know, man, just in my feels, man, just watching the sunsets and shit. I don't know, man. It's one of those feel-good music that you play when the boys are not around, you know what I mean?
Nice.
Yeah, that's so
But you,
true.
Chuck, what's been your jam? It's been hot on your playlist.
You got me there, brother. Just listening to some feel good music. You know what I mean? Trying to tap back into the '90s again. Get that reminiscing going on. Nothing too aggressive. Just something more so for the feel good moods. You know what I mean? To get me set off for the day or for the week, like Hootie and the Blowfish. Hold my hand. Looking at back then. Looking at some good acoustic stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, some feel good. That's what I mean. Some feel good stuff. some good bass work and some good acoustic shit, eh? You know, Only Wanna Be With You. Who do you in the Blowfish again? Yeah, just been listening to a few of his tracks again, just reminiscing again, and Red Hot Chili Peppers again. Yeah, just tapping into those vibes again, eh? You know what I mean? Yeah, because for me personally, the only reason I am because shit, bro. My instrument is the drums. I'm a drummer boy. That's my background. And just looking back at those bands, how much passion they had. You know, and then even playing the bass. My next instrument is the bass. Just the bass. But man, beautiful way. How much passion those bands play. If you watch it again, it was not only telling the story of the lyrics or singing that passion, but it was also every band member, man, just had that expression of vibe, you know, that energy. Everybody was on the same page. You see stuff like that today, it's like, wow, man, there's none of that today. You know, it's basically just vocals. That's what it is today. It's just basically just vocals. But you look back in the days, man, shit. And then you listen to it, just on your headset. It's like, damn, man. Bring a tear to your eye, you know what I mean? Bring the money out, yeah? Make you do kamate, you know what I mean, brother? And then I can start my morning, man. Get the business done, you know what I mean?
Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Boys,
It's
before
me.
we touch on shots fired, man. Just empty out your clip. It's your one time for the week to bitch and moan about something that's been sitting on your mind the rest of this whole week. Surely, Eddie, bro, I don't know. You have a lot, bro. Like, your magazine's full.
No, man. I'm gonna not say, bro, but you know, there's some people at work. Man, I swear you're just wasting oxygen, man.
Hey.
Just, you know, save the oxygen for the rest of us, man. I don't know. I just I don't know. I shouldn't say. But man, if you got a limp, you got to limp the whole day. You know what I mean? You don't limp when the boss is looking. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna say that. That's it. I'm just saying, man.
Tell it like it
You
is,
deserve
brother.
an Oscar.
Say it out loud, man. Say it out loud. That's what we're here for. Empty the clip, brother.
Yeah,
Empty the
'cause,
clip.
man, like we caught this person, man. They were just Savali like there was nothing happening. Since the boss comes out, oh, I got a look.
The other leg. Boy.
100%. But yeah, I'll leave it at that. Seki.
Bro, I'll go first, Jackie. Bro, my shots fired. I'm real particular, man. When I come into my house, I want my Bluetooth. When I turn my sub on, I want to take bing, bing my phone, right? It's the first song I'm going to play. I'm going to hear it from my sub, man. When I go to my charger now, this is how I have my charger set up in the right place, right next to the lazy boy. I'm going to grab it. When someone else puts their stuff into the plug, silly. Don't put your plug here, man. That's for my phone. A bit of courtesy to people in your household to go and add or remove your charger, right? Because then you go through who moved my charger. Then everyone starts the blaming game. Oh no, they took it last. No, they were using it. Well, what charger is it? It's like everyone knows Samsung C charger. What are you trying to play dumb for? Or just use that? I don't want to use that. I got a brand new phone. It came with a charger, so make sure it's there. So that one's to my household, man. I don't mind the soundbar being not pinned. But the next worst thing is when you go and take the charger from where it normally is every day I come home from work. Food for thought, family.
Damn, that's an ongoing thing, eh? It's an ongoing thing now these days, eh? You know, your original charger disappears
Life of me, bro.
as soon as you open that box, you know what I mean? So, yeah, that's an ongoing thing, yeah. Shit, I don't know, man. I don't really have much to bitch about. I mean, I'm getting better at I think I'm getting better at I think I'm just getting better at coping with it. Really, you know, so much shit comes my way, man. It's like far out, man. It's just another day. You know what I mean? Same shit, different day. So it's like excuses, right? You know, everybody, you know, runs around, you know, as if they don't have an arsehole, you know what I mean? But they have. Like I said, it's like excuses. Everybody's got one. So, I don't know, man. I mean, yeah, I think sometimes when you're dealing with work or with business, you know, 1-on-1 or whether it's 1-on-2 or 1-on-3 on a negotiating table, man, be honest, eh? You know, say what actually matches to what your description says. because when we show face and then we turn up and it's time to do a deal, and then all of a sudden they're coming up with all these excuses. You know what I mean? It's like, man, be honest, man, because you're just wasting people's time, man. And that's time we don't have, man. Especially if you're communicating by emails and then all your emails, your shit looks good, looks genuine, but then when you show up and face to face, it's a different story, eh? So that's what I mean, man. It's like assholes, it's like excuses. Everybody's got one, So far out, brother, I come all this way, and you're not willing to do any deals. We could close it now, but now we're gonna come back tomorrow because you're coming up with excuses now. So yeah, man. I said I didn't have any. I'm getting better at it, but I said I haven't want to bitch anything about it. But sorry, guys, man. Sorry, viewers, mate. Yeah, I'm sure we'll be through this, right? Yeah. Yeehaw.
Nice. So,
Man, do you have a Puking of the week, Jules? Or scenario? Go on, Eddie.
I think the Puking of the week has to go to Crusaders coach, man. How can you box it, bro?
Very hardy.
You had all the All Blacks in your team, and you actually talked it up too.
Damn.
Hey. I think he had some on the bench, some playing, but like, have your best team on the field. Like, do not rest anyone, man. Like, to be the best, you got to play the best. None of this fucking resting people, man. Like, and the Highlanders, man, you got a bunch of no-names in that team. And they showed 100%. You up. They showed you up, Young Fijian bloke, like, the captain even, bro. Like, they just showed you up, man. Like, big ups to the Highlanders, bro. What a win. What a start to Super Rugby. So, yeah. Puking, man, Crusaders coach, bro. How can you be defending champions and lose your opener?
Shots fired. Damn. You got one checker? You want me to get first?
No, you go, bro.
Bro, I'm gonna give it to the freaking Blues, eh? They never show up in the 30-year-old strip, play at home, and try to expect and then implement a kid zone, like producer Cam said. Try all that shit and can't even sell out the stadium. They fucking lose. Fucking disgraceful, man. I think I have to pack down Moana Pacifica this year. Bro, that pissed me off, bro. It's like if you're gonna flex a new strip like that, make sure you get the result. They don't say, I don't want to hear any excuses like, oh, we are rebuilding. Tonga Fasi is back, man. There's no excuse. You got Peter Aki back. There's no excuse, man. We shouldn't have lost. Like we pretty much had control of the game, man. But yeah, that's Puking goes to the Auckland Blues, man. Not a happy camper here.
Shit. Well said, also. I haven't been touching up and following up on the Auckland and what's up with the follow-ups there, but shit. Man, I'll have to go with your one too also. That sounds a little bit off, But by saying that, shit, if they didn't fill up the stadiums there of Auckland, that's probably even more of a better thing than or good thing that State of Origin's coming, because is it the first State of Origin going to be at Eden Park? Or they haven't found the actual venue yet? Either way, man. Sure. Either way, man. That's what I mean. It's a good thing for New Zealand. The State of Origin coming, because then, hey, those seats are going to be full, man. Especially those families to get to see their families, you know what I mean? Or never experienced a State of Origin before. And to have it at Eden Park, man, most definitely got to be a packed house, yeah. Straight up. That's me, brother.
Those. So, brothers, that's pretty much wrapping up this episode, man. It's been a pleasure ripping this one and lacing this one with you boys. Get into some final words, our last words. Let's go, Chucky.
Final words. Yeah, it's been about 2 years since I lost my dad. So, just representing my dad, dedicating this one for you, Pops. And missing you. Much love and alofas. And I know you can hear our prayers. That's probably the best way that we can communicate with our loved ones, is through prayer. And I know you're in the comfort of the Lord Jesus Christ's hand. So miss your dad, and everybody else misses you, especially your grandparents. Your grandkids as well. Thank you for being a part of their lives and helping mom raise your grandkids. So a humble father who was a proud Ponsonby club supporter, lifetime member, and as well as Auckland Blues supporter, as well as an AB supporter. So yeah, don't worry there. Those guys are doing well. Just waiting for the next gen, for the next best thing to come up and wear those AB's jersey to get it done, man, for the next World Cup. So, love you, Dad. Miss you, Dad. So, God bless you. Final words based on reactions, man. It's not the stress that triggers us or our stressful environment that triggers us. It's actually how we react to it. So remember those words. Relax, boys. Learn how to deal with it and find a different angle, find a different way, and then run it straight all day. That's me, brother.
Yeah, man. Condolences of your dad and for his anniversary. May he rest in love. My one's short and simple, man. There's three things I want people to think about this week. First is be safe, be aware, and be humble. The thing is, it's so dangerous out there. You don't know who's going through what, and you know something that's said in anger can trigger something, and we've seen it in stories that we've covered before. So yeah, I'm gonna keep it simple. Be safe, be aware, be humble.
Oh man, I just want to take this opportunity to shout out to my toko Lato Mailangi. Thanks for sending in that segment for Puking. So obviously, I think it's got a home here on the Imtiata Clip Pod. Just wanted to say that I'll be taking a bit of a break. I appreciate the time. I look forward to lacing every week. It's been my looking forward to this part of the weekend every week for the last 3-4 years. Also want to thank producer Cans for the work he does for the WesWes Network, and also to the brothers on the other channels as well, getting in there and sharing their Pacifica point of view on what's happening in sport. So my last words, man, just want to thank you guys, man. It's been a privilege. It's been an honor being up here and lacing our POV. I know it's helped my perspective on a lot of things in life, even as a parent, becoming more connected with my kids, with stuff that's happening in school these days. I'm grateful to be reached out to by Kaisar Boys High School and meet the top dog. I had a meeting with him, and I feel like I'm being pulled in so many directions. I just need some me time. So I know we've put a lot of effort into Empty Out the Club. I know it's Kansas baby. He's given it to me, and I've tried to take the cart as far as I can with the legs and the energy that I have. So I have a break, reset, and get my time management on put. I'm not depriving my kids of my time. But again, my last words, if I could just say, ke hakamanui te tātou ngangana ma tātou anganuka ki a Tokelau I te tamahainga o tātou government. I know Tokelau at the moment has been trying to become self-governance, and the news that's been popping up on the news feed has been awesome. I know when I first jumped on here, there was talk about an airport, and it never came about. Now the government's actually hearing. So shout outs to Uncle Winnie and the people who are listening about the spoiler of our people right across the world, because time doesn't stand still for anyone. So if you're not going to take the opportunities when they present themselves, we're going to be standing on the edge forever. So I'll be grateful to be part of this crew, man, and just be able to jump off and just unleash every week in, week out. Shout out to Oliveira, to Vailima for SM499 for the comments and the ongoing support every time we've laced. It doesn't go unnoticed, man, but it's for yous, and to the Oos Thai over in Melbourne, and to the Oos Pat, thank you. Like, without the messages, man, there's no sort of motivation to get up here and lace. But in saying that, man, get a little late, didn't all of it. Check you, boys. So, man, if you made it this far, man, smash the like button, give us a like, subscribe, and share for the WesWes Network and our neighboring channels, man. We're just a bunch of usos out here and abroad, giving our Pacific point of view in one shot, no retractions. Boys, you can finish us out. Let's go Chucky, let's go Edie.